And subtitles aren't really, they don't matter for the run or anything like that. I just am used to having them on. So I turned them on. I accidentally did a run the other day without having them on, and it really threw me off.
Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient.
So the most notable difference in terms of fighting style for hard is the enemies, just the typical thugs, have a lot more hit points, so critical striking them down takes a lot longer. So instead of getting critical strikes, we take combo batarang, and we opt for knocking them down and doing ground takedowns as quickly as possible.
In the intensive treatment lobby. All non-essential staff to vacate the area.
Oh, it's always nice to return to my sweet little hacienda.
Tunnel's full. Start the scan.
Scan initializing.
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
Got a red light. Multiple prohibited items.
I want Joker searched again.
It's not the patient. It's...
Ooh, would you sneak in with
Yeah, the most unfortunate thing about the run in general is just the 6.5 minute plus opening walk, where there isn't really much to do, other than stand behind bowls at one point for a half-second time save.
I want weapons on him at all times. Not let him out of your sight.
There'll be time enough for you later, Daddy. Speaking of time, tick-tock, tick-tock. Is that a crocodile I hear? What's up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Cleared. Keep behind me.
Hello, new patient. This is Quincy Shaw, Warden of Arkham Asylum.
Ooh, it's my favorite show. I'm Warden Idiot. You'll never escape.
Evaluation and Rehabilitation Center.
Hey, it's Joe.
Criminally insane.
Joker!
Situated on a small island in the Gulf.
Hear about Black Gate, boss? Joker! Shut up! Joe, catch you soon, boss.
Shut it and keep
Telling
moving.
you, the state of the wiring in these federal facilities is, well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that unfortunate fire.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure. Well, patient seems to be in satisfactory condition. Looks like he's suffering
Yeah, so right here,
lacerations
you stand directly
from the last
behind
2 hours.
Frank Bowles,
Seems to be.
and instead of moving backwards, you'll block him,
Need to take my
which means you won't have to move forward to get next to the Joker
It's all yours.
trolley,
Get him outta
gurney,
here.
whatever this thing is,
He's good.
in order for it to continue moving.
Alert in intensive treatment. Category 9 patient in transit. Pacification system active. Shoot to kill permissions granted.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
Can you smell the excitement in the air? No? Must have been one of the guards then. Croc, old boy! Is that you?
Get ready. Keep your weapons trained on it at all times.
Looks angry.
What's it doing?
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
Get that animal under control.
A toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart. Eat
Hey.
your bones.
It's Steve the Guard.
That reminds me. I really need to get me some
Hey,
meat.
it's the other Steve the Guard. Steve the Guard's all over this place.
Hold tight. How come they let Batman pass security?
Whee! Great night for a party.
Not where you're going.
The night is young, lads. I still have a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean,
I should really
don't you
learn the
think
little
it's
elevator clip
funny
here.
how a fire at Blackgate
I mean, I know
caused
how to
hundreds
do
of
it in
my
general,
crew to
I just
be
never
moved
do.
here?
Because if you mess it up, you can kind of prevent the trolley from moving forward.
You really should learn to
just costs
keep
you like a
that
second or
fat
something.
Mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
But it's fun, it clips
Tell
you
me
up on top of the elevator and you
Never
can
let me
kind
catch you this easily.
of wander
What
around.
Are you really after?
Oh, nothing much.
Doesn't really do anything other than that, because you can't advance the game at all.
Meaningless lives brought
But it's
to
neat.
a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility. Their presence...
What's he doing? Stay where you are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
What?
I need to make a new Batman game.
Trust me.
Yeah, I'd probably play it. I liked Night overall. It certainly had its problems, but it was a fun play.
Now at level red alpha.
So,
The new Spider-Man game's coming out later this year. I haven't really seen anything about it. But there seems to be some pretty high hopes for that game. I have no idea what Rocksteady's working on.
Long night, Jim.
Now let's get
For skipping cutscenes, I'll often switch to just spamming the mouse.
Ladies and maniacs.
It seems to go just slightly faster than controller.
Everyone in the room. And much cartoons. You know how I do love a captive audience.
Thugs are also a lot more aggressive on hard. And we also don't get the combat indicators.
A combined sentence of 750 years. Round two. Sorry, Matt. You gotta run. I got places to go. People to slay.
Yep. That's a terrible opening fight. Got hit all over the place, got my ground takedowns blocked.
The system's jammed. We're stuck in here. Joker's in full control of the security gates.
I'll find a way out.
Good duping.
Gordon, try and contact the warden. Let him know what's happening.
Combo batarangs. Yeah, I'm pretty out of practice. For 80% hard, I've done one run in the last like 3 months.
If you think I'll let you...
This is also not a very commonly run category. I'm in second place with a 131.29. Fully automated as world record at 128.10? That's a good 3-minute plus difference.
Joker's been busy. These poor guards never stood a chance.
Other than that, other than us, I don't think anyone else has run this game within, or run this category within the last like 2 years.
Warning. Security breach in level B3.
Gojo Sao was probably the last, and I'm not sure when that was.
Security breach in level B.
Oracle.
Over here.
So for our next upgrades, we're going to want to get double and triple batarang pretty quickly, because that allows us to take down a bunch of thugs at once in the fights,
Zaz is down.
which makes managing them much easier.
Someone put this animal back in
You
his
want
cell.
that bad opening fight. Almost 2-second time save.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
the Telltale series. If you haven't played it, I've seen parts of it streamed. It looks like an interesting story.
Batman, I'm patching you into the guard.
But other than that, I really don't know much about it.
Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler. Who's that?
It's been well received too, from what I recall.
God, it's Joker. He's free. How'd he break out?
And on hard, I am going to take this trophy,
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like crazy.
because it's very fast to get,
I'll keep trying.
and provides a bunch of extra XP. More XP is definitely better on hard. You can buy armor upgrades for health refills when boss fights turn nasty.
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
Hey, I got the button prompt on the very first flash. So normally when you grapple up there, the button will pop up and then go away and then come back up. You can get it on the first button flash, but it's also a fairly tight window.
Batman's here.
It's generally better just to wait for the second one to come up. Wrong direction.
All I need is back.
So I really don't want to get hit by either of these guys. You really want to be full health going into the Titan here, because Titan will kill you very fast on hard. So we're still going to use the same beatdown strategy that we do on easy. We're just going to let him hit us. But we don't want to get caught in the corner. So we might not be able to get out. Don't charge me. Thank you. Nope. Okay. Do your little ground thing. Alright, didn't die. That's good. Punch.
Quick, get in here before more of them come. Batman, I'm over here. It came out of.
Still racking up Riddler trophies from duping in the vent.
Having a little trouble up there?
Yeah, I got 4 dupes there.
Transport system is down.
It's pretty okay.
Open the door you came in. Sorry.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bold wasn't too
One
smart.
punch. The punch on him doesn't actually matter. That encounter is determined by either
Batman,
a timer
what's happening?
or Batman's health getting low. And since it's faster to let the Titan beat you down to low health, that's what we do for the speedrun.
I bet you're wondering how I did it.
I guess the idea was they didn't want you dying on the very first boss-like encounter, so they made it end if you got low on health. The punches I just throw in for fun.
Oracle, I'm at the holding cell.
Hey, another good scan.
Setting up a crime scene. I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to Bold?
That scan can be a little bit tricky.
Oracle, I've got a trail.
If you dive too early or too late, it can put you out of position. And then the scan will break and you'll have to redo it.
What's wrong with this thing? Stupid, unreliable. Oh, what the hell happened?
How did you like that, He-Man? No way you're following us now. You're trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready for you.
I shouldn't have tried to go up there. I knew that wasn't a 2 shimmy.
Hey, Dabs! I know you can hear me. I've got something for you to listen to.
So at the top of the climb here, right before the next fight, I'm going to grab multi-rangs just to make that fight go faster.
Hey, Frank, where you been?
On easy, we don't go back to the upgrade menu for quite a while,
Quick, get over there.
until we're approaching the mansion.
Come on, everyone, cover the main entrance. How many are there, Bowles? How the hell do you know it? Balls!
That was a slow grapple up.
Frank, what the hell? Quinn! It's clear! Get your ass in here!
Go ahead and grab those upgrades now. From all that trophy duping, we have multiple upgrades available. Take those for now.
Stop running with a iron out, Harley.
Don't worry, sweetie. You know I always have eyes
Batman.
Just keep them all down on the ground and punch them in the head at your leisure. That's what multi-rangs gets you, is whenever you do a quick batarang during your combo, you'll throw out 3 now instead of just 1.
I got a kid. You don't have to.
Right. I don't have to. I just want to.
Okay, boss says no one gets past.
So I actually died in this upcoming Predator room the last time I did this.
Find a different way past them.
No problem, boss. The boys are just
Thugs with guns kill you very fast on hard.
I have 20 years burning. I suppose I better warn my... Ding, 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 dong. Arkham Asylum is now under new management. Here's a quick update on what's going on. Attention! We have an estate agent. Dresses like a bat. Oh, what an idiot. Should be considered constant and dangerous. Stop him before he gets someone hurt. Really, it's for his own good.
The first part of that room is exactly the same on easy.
I've said a few more, my boy.
I'll have to come back and search this area.
In theory, the second part is the same as well. But we'll see.
Sure came from over there.
Actually doing a slight variation here just to keep it safe. Bad dialogue again. Joker, you suck.
How could you?
So there I did the multi-rang, just to be safe. Normally you throw a single batarang at the guy who's farther out on the right. And the guy that's near the ladder on the left, he just won't see you if you run correctly. But sometimes he does. And on hard, if he shoots you, that's real trouble.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see.
Liked that they added more dive animations later. I like how in City when you dive to the side, it's like a vertical.
Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait. So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Batman, over here. I saw you clear the room. It was a massacre.
So similar to the Riddler solution in the Ivy Hall, there's another one you can just run by for some free EXP if you time it right. In this case, you don't use it as a health refill because you're already full from finishing up the previous room. But extra XP doesn't cost you any time, so why not? So right before you hit the ground here, you just kind of start mashing A to do a leap forward, so there's a little bit less slow walking toward the door here.
Oracle.
Every nut, villain, murderer, and kindergarten teacher that isn't carrying out party orders should head there now and smash it.
And generally when there's only one thug left, a single strike takes him down.
There's a supply of explosive jet.
Not always, but usually. Definitely a single combo strike will take him down.
The car. Looks like there was a scuffle. I need to search the area around the Batmobile. There could be a clue as to where she took Gordon. I need to isolate a trail in the crime scene around the Batmobile that'll lead
Yeah, that whole last segment was pretty clean. 3-second time loss. About 5.5 to 7.5 seconds of time was lost due to the Bat Joker dialogue. Just a random 1 in 3 though. There's nothing you can do about it.
Paging Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine Dr. Howard.
Aw, Joker's a Stooges fan. Another little trick is during those cutscenes, you can actually control Batman.
All the doctors rounded up. Searched every inch of the medical building.
You don't have to wait for the camera to reset. It's a lot of case. That's the case in a lot of the area transitions too. You technically gain control of Batman while the screen is still black, so you can start running before you even can see anything. Gives you a little bit of a head start in a lot of areas.
Get down there with the others. Move it!
Okay, I hear you. I'm going.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Those two guys, you can actually use multi-rangs to get them both with one throw. I'm just not used to doing it.
Wait here. It's not safe yet.
So I still do the single quick rang.
You're safe now.
Ooh. That was close. I almost missed that loading zone. Have you seen a Pies Off Batman? I don't know what you mean.
I'm sure you'll be buzzed through when he's ready.
Yeah, so that Predator room and the Scarecrow skip is all the same as on easy. The Bane fight coming up. Very different on hard. You don't want him hitting you at all, because it does a ton of damage. Combined with the thugs being a lot more aggressive and doing more damage, makes the fight much harder.
I'm sorry.
For me, just not dying in the Bane fight is good.
Barbara.
Ideally, I wouldn't have to buy an armor upgrade as well. But much better to buy the armor upgrade than die.
Father.
You should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
A lot of little optimizations you can do in this run too, or when you're sitting through little cutscenes like this, is know which direction and which buttons you're going to be pushing, or which gadget you need next, and kind of queue up the movement. Like right now, I'm holding left trigger and mashing up to go into my corner cover, and rotating the camera. So it just goes immediately.
What was that?
Gold split. I don't know what the hell happened on my previous hard run for Scarecrow.
Can you hear me?
There should be no difference there. Having a 15 second time save is kind of ridiculous for that split.
It wasn't Gordon. Crane's gas must have affected me more than I thought.
Are you lost, little bat? Having trouble figuring out what's real?
This part can be a little bit trickier on hard as well, just because of the added aggressiveness of the thugs. You may have to vault over them, rather than just doing a run-by that you normally do on easy.
Once you get it, it really does.
Nope, got it.
No more tricks. Just one last apple. Your precious little commissioner is just through the glass. Take a look. Harley's under strict instructions to kill the old man. If any of my guys even think of it. They're patrolling down there. I told them all you're on the way.
Joker's not messing. He wants the old man kept safe from Batman. If anyone gets near him, it won't be me carrying the can.
No problem. Nothing's getting past me. Batman will be a dead man, and I'll be famous.
So a little bug you can encounter in situations like that is if you go into... If you press Y to do the takedown on the same frame that the Batarang hits him, he will go down and you will go into the silent takedown animation, even though he is on the ground. It's a weird time waste. It's just the phantom grab.
You took longer than I thought.
Okay, Bane. Don't hit me, Bane. Ideally, you don't dive there. I started running off to the side too early. Good quick charges. That's a nice phase 1. But you can get Bane in 2 charges there, but you need to lay the punches in on him. You want to run at me? Come on. You know you want some. No. No. Get me out of here. Thank you. Yeah. What? He's at no health. Come on. Alright. Oh, these thugs are the worst. I'm taking armor. Don't go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Robo Sparkle used to call that move the architectures. He would pull down the wall at you. See, if you don't get him low enough in phase 3, he'll do that little heal, which is really annoying. Alright, that should be it. Time loss over my previous flow. I probably got him down without him doing the heal previously. See, for that fight, I need to get better about managing the thugs. Getting some combos off, taking him down with some batarangs. Do that while keeping an eye on Bane so he doesn't mow you down. Use that post grapple up, and then you can do the zip immediately from there. That's a newer setup that I found.
Yeah, I know. I once saved an unfortunate inmate from leaping off into the rocks below. I found a cave entrance, and over the years have moved a number of supplies here. It's a regular home away from home.
I also found the setup for this upcoming zip into the Bat Cave. Not the very first part, where we go down the big hall, but the second part, where you go down the sort of steel grating area. Because we used to try and do a lineup right at the front.
Identity confirmed.
So this part's the same
Disabling countermeasures.
as it has been for a while.
Security deactivated.
But this is the thing that I found. It's you run down here, and then you just do a quick zip right into the loading zone. That saves a little bit of time. We used to do a different lineup right after the first zip. You'd kind of get halfway under the waterfall, and then that would zip you next to the crates that are on this platform below. And then you'd have to run up into the Bat Claw area.
I'm going after her.
Actually, originally thought that my setup was slower. I just had trouble with the old lineup. Turns out it was actually slightly faster, though.
Sorry, boss. Took a little longer to find him. It's the Bat!
A lot of the older strategies for hard used a lot of gel to take down guys. And honestly, I'm not sure if that's faster or not. Just because I haven't experimented much with it on hard.
Hey, this is weird.
There we go. Good clean jump and land. Switch to gel for the wall coming up here. So get right up against the wall as you detonate, and during this cutscene, you can take about a half a step forward, then run and jump to clear that gap without having to climb up. This is another part that's quite dangerous on hard. The snipers. You really don't want them hitting you. We got pretty favorable positioning though, they shouldn't see us.
And if you hear a shot in the dark, don't worry. There's very little chance of you getting hurt.
Next mansion approach is also very dangerous.
Looks like the Blackgate thugs have access to the armory.
Not sure if I needed to do the cape stun there or not, or if a punch would have actually gone through his defense.
I guess the bat is back. I've got a couple of men in the guard towers covering your...
This is how I do this to make this a little bit safer. That guy, the one guy that's remaining up though, can still get you. But it's better than having 3 guys shooting you. Not too bad. Move in a little bit here, just so the guy on the ground can't actually hit you. In this case, my health is high enough that it shouldn't make a difference. But you often come in there with really low health. Ah, more bell skip. Got it first try last time. So that's an instance where I switched to mouse for the gliding just to get the quick turn. Got footing. Just move forward a little bit. First try. First try, every try. Big time save there, too. Nice. Not sure if I'm in position to get the jump kick. Missed. I got the animation, but didn't actually make contact. I was just about at like a half step too far to the left. Oh, we're going low. Right in the shin. So this fight's a little bit different. On easy, you go for the guy right there on the right, but you will almost always get punched on doing that on hard. So we go to the left.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight.
Oracle.
I don't know that I really needed the XP from grabbing those, but they're free to grab time-wise. So why not? And again, we grab storage after taking down Zaz. To do a little zip coming up out here. Missed the ledge grapple again. Not getting ledge grapple is a very minor time loss though. It's not a big deal. Step forward a little bit, and zip. Door opening felt a bit slow. If you drop your glide right there in the shrubs, then the door will open immediately. If you drop it a little too early, you'll get a little message first, and then the door will open. Just another minor time loss.
Everyone unload their sidearms immediately. I recommend unloading them into... I can't read this. Unloading them into your head.
I wanted to hit that guy with a jump kick. to start things off. I missed it, and that has thrown me off. No! Didn't know you were still alive. I should have. Need to keep track of the thugs as you're fighting them. To avoid situations like that.
Dead? I think so.
That fight's different on hard too. You just open up with the multi-rangs to take them all down. Please load. I've only had this bug ever happen once, but now I'm paranoid. Okay. This room just didn't load.
Someone help me!
I had to go back to the previous area to even get, like, Batman functionality back other than a slow walk. And then when I came back here, it let me through the doorway, but the room wasn't there, and I just fell for a minute and a half until I hit the death plane. Ooh, Insta.
You stay here. Lock this gate when I leave.
Good idea.
Upgrades. See, if I didn't have to buy the armor at Bane, then I could buy proximity gel right now. But now I'm gonna have to wait and make an extra trip to the upgrade menu later. Again, that's not a significant time loss, just a minor optimization. I jump kicked that guy too early, so the door scan didn't start.
Surprise! Why don't you just
This is a fight I am not good at on hard. Great. Bad fight, because that guy got all the way out there. Means I have to go get him. And come all the way back. I need lots of practice on that fight on hard. Should look into, I think it was RoboSparkle had a strategy where you lure them right out of that narrow hallway onto some gel that you prelay. And it blows a bunch of them like off the edge. I'll have to look into that. Ideally, when you're doing these crypto scanners, you'll either get it instantly, or you'll get it just like the vertical line, which means you're on the opposite sides of it. It's at least getting the 0 signal. You know exactly where you need to move the sticks. When it's in between, then you have to kind of fiddle around to feel it out.
Bye-bye.
We're trapped. He's locked us in with a bomb. Quick, get out! Move it! Get out of here now! Oh. Thanks again, Batman.
Come on,
Well, I got the run by, but then I ran into the wall.
Let me give you a little help.
It's possible to scan that room as you just run by. And just run right on through the door. Again, that's something that's probably not needed. It's definitely not needed on easy. It's probably not needed on hard either, but it's a little fun thing to do. This fight can be a real mess on hard. This fight can be a real mess on easy. Doesn't help that I missed my opening dive to get the first round of thugs to come out of the middle. What?
Let's turn up the heat. Anyone for fried please?
That guy standing there, I don't think is a valid thug. I think that is a graphical glitch. That threw me off quite a bit. Oh, no, maybe he is up. That's a pretty rough penitentiary.
Oracle, I'm...
Okay,
These boss fights take a lot more practice on hard.
And to be fair to the little scamp, she did an okay job. Let's call it a piece. But between you and me,
Hopefully we can get this guy properly this time around. Just back claw him down. There we go. Right on that post. Yeah, if you don't chain properly there, it throws you off to the side a little bit. That's okay. This guy here can sometimes be a problem. Sometimes he'll grab you just as you're about to grapple up.
A body literally throbbing with the power of a god? You do? Well, today's your lucky day. Have sign up for my fight, and I, Joker, Lord of Arkham Asylum, will deliver. Never again will there is fight into that. No longer have trouble opening cans. And you know what's best? Each
should pick up Harley Quinn's trail. I can't waste any time in finding the Titan production plant.
These rooms are basically the same as on easy. Until we get to the big fight coming up here. On hard, I like to open this fight with triple batarang to take some guys down. Not sure if that's optimal, but...
Stop, please!
Oops. Jeez. Come on.
Finish him off,
That was some real sloppy fighting.
You gonna cut me free anytime soon?
Rough sequencer, too.
Thanks.
Isn't that nice of him asking if we're okay?
Well, aren't you the persistent one? That's always wants
You can actually do a little zip down this hall as well. But there's... more often than not, I seem to kind of get caught in the corner. And I end up losing storage, which makes it not worth it. I haven't found a consistent setup for that to not happen yet.
I need to find a way through this mess.
There's our reverse garbage skip. Up and out of bounds.
Joker's men are all wearing the security collars. I'll need to take out the operator first.
That's another guy where you can get that phantom grab if you're not careful. Want to make sure that the batarang actually takes him down before you go into the takedown animation.
But the hostages are still in danger.
Joker wanted the entrance to the Titan production plant.
So the double Titan fight coming up is pretty hard. On hard, at least for me. The last time through here, which was a couple of days ago, I think I lost 4 minutes on it or something. 3 minutes, died a whole bunch of times. Should go better this time. Get me out of there. Get me out of there. No, don't hit me. Okay. Hey, Cascadia. How's it going? Nope, nope, nope. We're okay. No, oh, dang it. When they're both down, you don't want to climb on. You want to just gel them to get some of their health down. Oh well. At this point, we're just Titan wrangling. This is going much better than my previous run on hard, though. How did that not hit him? Nope. So when this Titan picked up that guy to throw him, I was trying to get in position behind the other Titan so that it would hit him and knock him down. Didn't quite make it though. Don't hit me. One down. Oh, no. Oh well. That's okay, this fight's over. It's a little bit faster to do gel to finish them off than it is to do the punching animation.
Oracle. I'm going to need something to get over this ravine.
So here we walk into the ravine and grapple back out. That skips a little animation where Batman looks at his gauntlet and dials in the call to the Batwing here. Slight time save to just take the dive and grapple out. Hey, nice time save there. Yeah, traditionally my my Titan fights on hard have not been good. That one went pretty smoothly. Only got hit once. May not have been optimal, but nothing real bad happened either.
Now I can go find Ivy.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, in the sequence of the game here, we're supposed to line launch over there to go see Ivy, and then head into Croc. But we're not doing that. We're sequence breaking. Doing our standard garbage skip. And we're just heading straight into Croc's lair through the sewer back entrance.
When are we getting our upgrades, man? Joker said we'd be more powerful than the Bat.
I want him dead! I won't let him hurt my babies again!
I can't believe you let poor little Ivy crying in the
Storage here for an overworld zip. On over to Croc's lair.
Shall I give her a...
That pod appears to contain similar spores to the ones Ivy used to attack Gotham last year. They're deadly.
Alright, so you want your feet right on that crack there. Perfect. That is, I think, the newest zip that was added to the run. That was found by Fully Automato just a few weeks ago. And here we're going to clip through Ivy's vines in order to get through to Croc's lair, which skips Nightmare 3. Kojo Sao found that clip. That was the last Scarecrow segment to be eliminated from the run.
Batman, we're running.
I think Nightmare 3 was... I think that was found a few years ago. That one's been around for a while.
Batman, can you hear me? Have you found
When we clipped through those vines, we kept our corner cover storage to be used here.
These floating platforms will support me.
Psychotic found that little setup.
Giving away my position.
It's a nice 10-second save over having to manually just kind of run down that long first hallway here. So here you kind of run up on Croc a bit. That way when he goes down, you're not standing on the platform that he goes down on, and that which kind of knocks you up into the air. I don't really like that first line launch. I was a little too much over the platforms. How much you are on or over these platforms affects when and how often Croc will jump up at you. We really want to minimize that.
These spores don't contain enough of the antidote.
Because if we have to stop to batarang him, it's a waste of time. There are certain places where he'll pop up and you can just run or line launch past him. On easy mode, destroying there's a scripted event that destroys those 3 platforms before this spore. It doesn't happen on hard. Not really sure why. Don't know why they made that that change. And I am doing this out of the intended order. I'm not really paying attention to the distance indicator there. The order we get these in is based on the intended order. It's 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Just because the longer you're in Croc's lair and the more spores you get, the more often he will pop up. So we want to get the one that's closest to the exit last, and get the ones further in first. You can actually run around on these platforms a lot more than the game kind of wants you to think you can. Pop up there is fine, pretty normal. Will we get another one right here? Yep. See, that's a place, that's a good pop-up place, because you can just run right past him. He's facing down that long hallway that we just zipped through. And here, normally after you collect this spore, there's a scripted Croc pop-up, meaning it will always happen regardless of how long you've been on the platforms or whatever. But since he destroyed those platforms, he no longer has a valid path, and won't pop up. Time saved. So that was a pretty good Croc's lair. The one I did on hard the other night was did a lot more pop-ups. So it was significantly slower. That one went pretty much just like an easy Croc's lair.
I get it. You've activated a sonar beacon down there. Clever.
The sonar beacon isn't there because we zipped past the very opening cutscene to Croc's lair. So that cutscene will trigger on our way out. Unless we were unfortunate enough to die, or for some reason do a checkpoint restart. Then it wouldn't trigger, and we'd have to lay gel manually. So I bought that proximity gel upgrade because having it, for some reason, causes Croc to jump out of the water at the end of this little chase 4 or 5 seconds earlier. Don't know why he does, but he does. Just jumps out immediately.
My caves.
Trigger the cutscene. Ooh, big time save. Nice.
I will find you!
Yeah, it's a little bit slow for a lineup.
It's not down here. Joker says the bat's got
Get storage here. For a little zip we're going to be doing outside the Bat Cave.
Scan and open.
Oh, I have to remember that I don't have an Ultra Claw split here for hard. Should probably add that in. And all his computer monitors were black because we zipped past the cutscene where he turns them on our initial run-in to the Batcave earlier in the game. How does storage work? How it works, I'm not really sure. It was found by Akion a long time ago. And you do... It's a, an animation interrupt. I am too low, aren't I? That sucks. So what happened there is I didn't go into my glide soon enough and was too low, so I didn't make the ledge. Haven't had that happen in a while. So for storage, when you're in corner cover, you use an animation cancel to break out of the cover, but then when you... Really? But then when you switch back to your Batarang, Batman will go into his corner cover. Are we good now? We should be good. He'll go back into his corner cover positioning, wherever he's standing, whether it's on a corner or not. And then when you throw a Batarang, the game, like, loses... It doesn't store your coordinates or something like that, and it just launches you toward the origin point of the map. And the origin point of the map varies from sort of area to area. So generally zips are only one way per area. Checkpoint restart there to reset the thugs in the previous room in the sewer. And the way we get, for corner cover storage, the way we get the animation cancel is by detonating gel. Whether there's actual gel there or not, we go through the detonation animation after throwing a Batarang. And for some reason that breaks him out of the corner. Batarang, detonate gel, switch back to Batarang. Jeez, that's terrible chaining.
Oracle, we've got another problem.
What now? Two-Face? Riddler? Some kind of giant Joker robot?
Unfortunately, nothing that simple. I'm at the main sewer junction, and it appears to be polluted with Titan. Why? What's he doing now?
I'll look into it.
So in that case, there aren't many of these jumps that we can do. It's really just here and in the botanical gardens, but you kind of need an angled surface to launch up off of. In that case, it's that angled railing. In the case of the botanical gardens, on one side of the garbage skip it's rocks, and on the other side it's the staircase. Shoot me, dare ya. Yeah, didn't think so.
Down there with you, making you all look like fools.
Then what? He held him upside down and beat the crap out of him. Did he pay up?
He's making you look stupid.
That's the first pump down.
But it is not why I put you down there. He's trying to shut down the power. Do not let him.
Hey, I got the early door. Yes, that's another room where you don't need to engage the guys. You can just go in, do your sequencer, and leave. Just like this room coming up here.
Stop him, but you let him through. Try harder, or I'll let you.
So there you hesitate just a bit to make sure that guy has turned and is moving into the room. Otherwise he'll see you. So Elevator Titan is much different on hard, because there is no quick exit strategy. You have to go through all the waves of thugs and burn the Titan all the way down. So it's a much longer fight. We'll still start it the same way. Gel, bit of a beatdown. You detonate it right when he roars to kind of interrupt his charging animation. Oh, he got me. So for this fight, you can stand in front of these gates and Ultra Claw the dudes into them. Yeah, okay. Oh, thanks, Fino. Hey, congrats on yours earlier, too. For anyone who doesn't know, Fino set a new world record for Arkham Origins any percent earlier today, or I guess technically yesterday. Why didn't that grab him? Oh, is that still today for you? Nice. Beat his own, yeah. Same as me earlier today. Don't hit me! Seems pretty okay compared to my usual elevator fights. I was just about to say, is fully automated not been running any percent? I know he generally prefers glitchless, but wasn't sure what all he's been up to with Origins, other than that 11-hour hundo he did the other day. Slide time save. Despite falling off the edge multiple times, still save time.
Ivy's getting stronger.
I'll take it.
This island belongs to me. What do you think you can
Until he
do
starts using keyboard, you're not counting it.
I'm everywhere.
Nice.
My babies know your every move. You and your kind are arrogant enough to think you can destroy us. You will fail, and we will become the most powerful force on the planet.
Oh man, I've been, like last weekend before, I was doing a little bit of learning for City. Woo! That's tough.
So
right?
You're here at last. Do you like what I've done with the place?
I am not good at out-of-bounds gliding, it turns out. Also just kind of learning the timing for the various different glitches in City.
Are you hungry, my
A 240% run of Night? Has Psychotic done one? I think he has. The full Nightfall run? I'm not positive though.
What's keeping you
Skip
back?
this little run by here.
No one can resist poison ivy.
You are performing just below my predicted expectations.
I've got myself a little security Batman.
Okay, so I am gonna go for the crits in phase 1 and just buy an armor upgrade. Don't know if that's actually faster.
I will
Oh, it would have New Game Plus and challenges? Oh, okay. I'm not that familiar with the categories for Night. Actually,
You cannot beat my
let's just be safe.
nature, but she can destroy you.
It's like I shouldn't get it here, but it might. It's not worth dying for. I don't think I'm gonna go for phase 2. Maybe I'll go for the first one. There's a lot of damage being thrown around in phase 2.
What are you doing? You're just making me angry.
Okay, okay.
To hurt me.
Oh, that would have been perfect. Uh-oh. I hate it when it does that. Got the glitch where it wouldn't throw the batarangs. Actually, I haven't seen that glitch in a long time. It was because I don't spam as much when I go for crits. doing it.
I need help here, boys.
Don't want to die this late in the fight. Okay. Mission accomplished, didn't die. Hey, nice gold split too. Alright, double titans, once again, can be pretty painful and hard. Joker's not such a big deal though.
Something for everyone. Music, dancing, chemicals that create monsters. You don't want to miss it. So get your ass over to the sound block or you'll miss your final surprise.
What? Nah, it should have finished him. I'm mad. Alright, glass skip. This is it, right? This is the one?
Are you excited,
No.
Max? I mean, we've been building up to this point all night. Don't tell me you've not been looking forward to it. I know I have. Surprise!
The fabled glass skip. Was it Charlatan that got the glass skip when he was messing around or something?
It'll be a blast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it was Diabuck? I've mentioned this before, but I've compared to the glass skip in this game to the door clip on Depot in GoldenEye. It's something that one person did and no one could replicate. And then, like, in GoldenEye, it was like 8 years later. Someone finally just happened to do it on stream by accident, and now it's like a standard part of the run for that level. Come on. Dang it. Just got the batarangs off. Is he down? Good. Get me out of here. Turn it around. Come on. No, 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 no. I want to throw batarangs. Okay. Having a rough time. Really? Really? This doesn't feel like a very good Titan fight. Come on. Come on. No. What? Ah. No. Hit me. Finish him. Take him down. Take him down. Oh yeah, I'm losing time. This is a bad Titan fight. That was really bad. 38 seconds? Dang.
Nicely done, Bats. You deserve a prize. You're
I need to do some research on how to do that fight on hard.
Tango! You'll lose, and everyone will see. Excuse me, Bats. In you come, boys. I've softened them up for you. Mind your head, Bat. So, Mr. Referee, how was that round? What? Speak up. Hey, is that Jack Ryder's chopper I see? Get off! When I get out of this, give me at that shot, Bats. Think you can beat me? Don't make me laugh. I'm out, Bats. My people. Here it comes.
What?
More helicopters? How exciting!
Nope. That was dumb. Or maybe it wasn't. Seems bad.
Die for this, Bats. Bring it on!
This seems bad. I don't like this.
All Gotham to see. Back in a second. Bats.
Well, that was interesting.
Give 'em a kicking for me, boys. I'm bored of it. Look out! Mind your head, Bats. I think that was my round. Don't you worry, man. I'll give you something for the morning news, Gotham. This won't stop me.
Hey, new PB. 129.30. 2 whole minutes. Nice.
Anything you throw at me, Bats. You can't beat me. I'm actually going to win. Ready for the next
Can you imagine if that
round?
double Titan fight wasn't a 40-second loss?
I'll never let you
Would have been breathing down Tomato's neck. Man, that guy running around with a gun on Joker. What was that? That was scary is what that was. How much damage they do on hard.
I'm fine.
And there was still a guy up at the very end, too.
Finally has control of the asylum. Doctors are treating the injured, but it looks like it'll take some time. All super criminals are back in custody.
Nah, we'll let it play out.
And the venom-enhanced inmates are returning to normal. Though for some, the process can be quite painful.
Dad, how are you doing?
I'll survive. See you tonight, Barbara. Shame about your car. Can I give you a ride?
Thanks, Jim, but I have one on the way.
Get some rest. You deserve it.
Just want to break 150 for no major skips.
Stay
What's your
safe,
time
Jim.
right now? It was Bane last time. I'm going Bane again. 2 in a row. Scarecrow. Is he in this game? Alright. Hey, not bad. 2 PBs in one day. Whew, and one of them by 2 minutes.